So now we're gonna look at how to use a lot of those options from the closed guard position. I'm gonna start with the one that you did not see come up in any of those other scenarios from side control or half guard or butterfly. And then we'll look at how to use all those options that we used from side control, half guard, and butterfly from the closed guard. Okay, so this first one you couldn't do because the one leg was always inside of either their half guard or inside of the butterfly. But now, since you're in closed guard and this leg is out on their hip, okay, you'll have the opportunity to do that spinning arm lock. So let's say I sit up on an underhook here, okay, and I got a nice underhook, but he's got a tight wizard. So I can't get any higher, I can't get to his shoulder here, or even to that near side shoulder, okay? So that same limp arm pinch right here that we use for some of those sweeps or that reverse arm drag, okay? I'm gonna limp arm out right here and pinch his arm, having my hand tight on his chest here, okay? With this pinch, as I turn away, I can stretch his arm with my side body here, my torso, and my ribs pushing against his elbow, okay? As I get that stretch, my left leg is basing on his thigh right here, and I'm gonna use that as a step to lift my leg up and over and hook the back of his head with my ankle here. When I land in this position, I wanna be facing his legs, okay? I don't wanna land facing this way because he'll be able to posture and start to take his arm out, okay? So when I land in that position, I wanna be facing away, facing his legs. So I sit up on that underhook here, he whizzers. Now as I turn away and pinch, I'm gonna slide that leg over, hook his head, face his legs, and it'll force that roll. As we roll, I can transition into that arm lock. Now, if he does not roll, totally fine, okay? I'm gonna sit up on that underhook, he whizzers heavy. I sit out a little bit, get a little bit of space, okay? You don't wanna be too tight. You wanna have the ability to post this leg on his thigh. So I limp arm out and pinch, okay? Try to pull your arm out. I'm really pinching my elbow, okay? This isn't like a loose little grab, okay? I'm gonna pull my arm out and pinch his elbow. So now he can't pull his arm out. Now I'm gonna jump up, throw this leg over his head, and catch his head here. If he doesn't roll, no problem. From here, I can start to stretch his arm because I'm facing his legs, okay? And he cannot posture his head because this hip is down, which is also holding his head, okay? If my opposite hip is down and I'm trying to hold his head here, it'll be too open and he'll be able to posture out of it. Okay, so let's work this angle right here. So I'm here in a closed guard situation. I sit up on that underhook. Okay, he's whizzering. I limp out, jump up on his thigh. That leg comes all the way over, so my shin hooks on his head, and I land facing here. Okay, so he does not roll. I'm gonna go to his wrist and start to pull that wrist over my hip to get my finish there. If I want to force him to roll, I can grab this ankle that's closest to me and start to pull that ankle over my head, which will tweak his knee a little bit and cause him to lift his hips and roll. And then from here, I could finish my arm lock with my ankle still hooked on his head, squeezing my knees together, or I could slide that foot over his head, two hands on the wrist, and finish there. With full speed, this arm lock will look like this. I'm here, he's postured, I make him base, start to sit up on an underhook, jump, roll, and get my finish. Okay. That one's really cool to do because a lot of times when you get that one side underhook and the person gets the whizzer from closed guard, they kind of just sit back and think that nothing's gonna happen and just base right here. And you'll have the ability not to come up and climb to his back, but to start to limp out and catch him by surprise.